standing in front of groups of people, especially strangers, and there's always a stranger in the group, it's not for the faint of heart. And I know a lot of people struggle with that. That's why I'm up here. Believe me, I offer. If anybody that belongs to the church would love to get up here and tell your story, we are more than welcome to have you up here. You definitely are welcome. But I've been led to believe by Spirit that someone must speak for them. And they definitely give me their thoughts and impressions, usually at least 2 or 3 days before I'm scheduled to speak. They will step in very closely with me and kind of throw some things out there, some points that they want to make. And even though they're no longer here in the physical, they feel the obligation and the need to get information across to those of us they have left behind. So we as mediums take the responsibility very seriously. All jokes aside, I signed up to do Spirit's work, and I take it very seriously. So we are taught in all our classes to give what we get. So when you take a mediumship class, which probably will be coming after this current class, that's probably one of the first things you're going to learn. Do not embellish the message. Don't even try to interpret, because chances are you'll misinterpret. I've seen people get blown away by messages, and Spirit is like, whoa, wait a minute, that's not what we were trying to say. And then you have to go back in and say, no, I'm sorry, that was me giving you my personal opinion or thought. Spirit will let you know, they'll correct it. So always give what you get. So when I do step forward on a Sunday morning to stand before this church congregation and our guests, it is to disseminate information that is not usually my thoughts, but those of the higher side of life. So as we sit today and listen, know that the infinite and those that follow that light, that way, have something of value to say. Life can be an extreme challenge at times, as we all know. We've all lived it. Who doesn't face adversity, hardship, or obstacles in the way at times throughout your life? Spirit wants us to know that we all walk the path with others alongside us. Others that take us through those challenges and help us weather the storms. They say, not Spirit, but they say, life is just a bowl of cherries. But we all know that even those luscious, red, juicy, ripe cherries have a pit inside just waiting for you to bite into it and crack a tooth or choke on it. I'm just kidding. Everything, it seems, comes with a blemish of some sort. We get up every day unsure of what's to come. Well, the trick about that, too, is before you even get out of bed, ask Spirit to step in with you and guide you and protect you throughout the many travels you take through the day. Ask them for their protection. We struggle at times with the weight of the world on our shoulders, just like Atlas. Have you ever seen Atlas with the big, huge world on top of his shoulders, bending him down? Well, yes, times can be like walking across a skating pond, too, without ice skates. Sometimes we just land on our butt, bottom line, and boy, does that hurt. Hey, you come down hard on that ice. Or I guess you could equate it, you Floridians, I don't know if you know about skating on ice, but, you know, roller skating, it's the same thing. Boy, you come down hard. But our church has a life, a journey we are all part of. If you're in here, you're part of the journey of our church. The members and consistent visitors that spend time here have a role to play in all of this. So here at the church, we struggle at times. People's lives affect the church in various ways. For even though we are all spirit in human form. There's the rub right there. When the human element comes into it, it's a whole nother game. We're all on different paths, facing different adversities and hitting speed bumps along the road of the journey of life. We have a beautiful facility here. We all do our best to maintain it, and we've kept the wolf from the door. But that in itself can be a tough row to hoe. Taxes need to be paid, insurance must be covered, the lights and water must function. These are all day-to-day expenses you yourselves face and can understand. But this isn't about money, believe it or not. Though of course it must be taken care of. This is about weathering storms and overcoming those so-called bumps in the road. This church has been here for many years, and it will probably go on for many years. If you don't believe that, try sitting in one of our Sunday circles, our meditations, where not just the ghosts of Christmas past show up, but Reverend Ann Otzelberg and one of our best healers, Jim McConnell. They have taken an interest, a lifelong interest in our church, and they are here pretty much every Sunday. So there's a reason for all of this. We've got great bones in a tough shelter. It's a strong church. Look around you. There's a lot of people here that love this church, and they've loved it for years, and they get so much out of it that they want to share it. There are those among you that have sat in these pews for so many years and gotten a lot from it in return, spiritually as well as emotionally. Spirit loves you, guides you, welcomes you, and we even feed you. We offer so much. This is like one-stop shopping. So we need at times to toot our own horn. We don't always give ourselves enough credit. We firmly believe in the promulgation of our spiritualist religion. We prove to you that yes, indeed, life goes on, and you're going to be part of that life someday on the higher side. So that should give us all hope and lots of love that's coming to us. We educate you about the whole process in the classes that we offer, in seminars, workshops. We try to help you navigate through the stormy seas of life. Let us do what Spirit offers to you. So yes, life can be extremely hard at times. It's all part of the way, the process to get through, to make it to the higher side. But life can be so beautiful too, as we all know. There is love and light and laughter and the feeling of being part of something so beautiful right here in this wonderful place. We strive to do our best and live in service to others, like Spirit reminds us. That's why we're here. Because that is how we truly grow and progress. And remember what our late President John F. Kennedy said, ask not what your country can do for you, but for what you can do for your country. That has been a thought that I personally have embraced throughout my life by my career choices and my spiritual choices as well. I don't go through the process of life with the thought just of me. What can I get out of it? I live each day in service to others. Because how else can I grow as a spiritualist with this knowledge I have to help others if I only want to help myself? By doing for others, I truly gain. Obviously, I don't mean monetarily or materially, but through true spirituality and development and growth. So, even though sometimes people gossip, like Reverend DeLong said last weekend, or they spread negativity because they get some kind of pleasure out of that for some reason, about people or places or things or other churches or this church, always seek the truth. Always be the one that takes the higher road or the road less traveled. Know that Spirit does have a plan for every single one of us here. Our paths may join together at times, but often just temporarily. And then we move on ahead and follow our own twists and turns and detours. Every one of us here, is truly unique. Because we are spirit first, on a journey through humanity here on this earth plane. So, you're here with us now today. Some of you have been here many years, some just the first time or a few weeks. But learn what Spirit has to offer you. Don't be afraid to join us with all we have to offer you. Never hesitate to ask your questions, to make your suggestions, to challenge our minds as well as your own. Spirit is here. Maybe we should put that on the sign out front with flashing neon lights. Spirit here today. Truly here to guide us and strengthen our beliefs in ourselves. It's so important to our progress on this side of life, because you will go on. You will grow. Each of us that comes here blossoms into the most beautiful, strong, and capable creatures we can be, and we encourage that. We each have an important part to play in all of this plan. Believe that we are here in this particular place at this particular time for a very important reason. You weren't led here just for the food. You have so much to offer. Look around you. You're all special. You wouldn't be here if you weren't called to be here. So we at this particular Spiritualist church welcome you in every Sunday, regardless regardless of your thoughts or your feelings about yourself or others, we are open to having you step in through our doors and share what positive aspects you have to bring to our table. In this place, all can find a home, a spiritual retreat for your soul as it journeys into time. Your time is part of our time, and we welcome you all, always, as much as you want to participate. We don't demand anything or tithe people or require anything of you academically or spiritually. We're here to offer our gifts to you and hope that possibly you embrace them and possibly take them on as your own and run with them. We won't hold you back. We'll run alongside you, and sometimes you'll leave us behind, and we understand that. But right now, on this day, in this time, all our church members welcome you here and welcome you again next week as well. So God be with you always on your path.